Let's attack. And let's steal their Badger Mocub. And also let's get back our Forsaken Miner. Amazing. And let's Earthband one here. Disruptive Stormbrood. Okay, they're destroying my Corpse of the Lost. Too bad. But okay, can destroy their creature and we can finish this game. So, no problem at all. Let's play a Swamp here. Shoot the Sheriff. Then we play the Timeline Color. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I'm Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Mono Black Aggro. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my Hub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import it directly to your MTG Arena. So let's talk about this deck list here. Basically, the strategy is pretty simple. We are going to play a lot of small creatures at the beginning of the game, give a lot of pressure against our opponent, deals almost all the damage that we can do in the beginning of the game, and we are going to finish the game with Corpse of the Lost that creates a skeleton 2/2. However, this enchantment gives a +1/+0 in haste to any other skeleton. And also at the beginning of your end step, if you descend this turn, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. Also, we have the Timeline Color that maybe someone destroyed this creature here. However, we can keep getting back, paying the warp cost and replaying it. We are taking 2 damage, but at least we are going to keep dealing damage against our opponent. And hopefully we can finish the game before we finish with ourselves. We are dealing a lot of damage, so basically probably they will have a lower life counter than us, even if we take 2 damage here. So let's see what the creatures that we have. We have Cecil Dark Knight. It has Death Touch. It's a 2/3, and every time it deals damage, you receive the same amount of damage. So it will deal 2 damage, you receive 2 damage. However, when you receive 2 damage from Cecil and you are at 10 or less life, it will transform and it will become the Cecil Redeemed Paladin. It has lifelink, and whenever Cecil attacks, other attacking creatures gain indestructible until end of turn, and it will become also a 4/4. Forsaken Miner is a 2/2 creature that cannot block. However, when this creature is in the graveyard and you commit a crime, you can pay a black mana and get it back to your battlefield. A Tiny Bones, the Pickpocket, it has Death Touch, and every time you cause damage to your opponent, it's just a 1/1, you can pay a certain amount of mana that's enough to get any permanent that they have. So if they have a permanent that costs 4 and you pay 4, you can steal their permanent from the graveyard and use this on your battlefield, and you control this new permanent. At the beginning of the game, it will not make so much difference. However, as we have the Corpse of the Lost here, you can play the Tiny Bones and attack in the same turn, and maybe if you have some mana to spare, you can steal some cool stuff from their graveyard without them to expect. We can catch them off guard. We have also the Sunset Saboteur. It's a creature for 1. It has Menace, Ward, that is discard a card, and whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature an opponent control. Basically, we want to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature that we want to destroy. So we have some ways here that we can use to destroy. We have another creature that destroys another creature when it enters. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 other target creature. If that creature wasn't dealt damage this turn, its controller draw 2 cards. So basically, we can play this one here and destroy the creature that received the +1/+1. We have some other ways here to destroy creatures. Tragic Trajectory, the target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Or you have the Void mechanic that creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn. Instead, if a no-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn. We have Fitted Swarm that you can destroy enchantment or creatures, and you will lose life equal to the permanent's value. Shoot the Sheriff to destroy any non-outlaw creature. Strategic Betrayal, target opponent exiles a creature they control and are graveyard, amazing against Reanimator decks. And we have the case of the Stashed Skeleton. That's not, I forgot to tell about this creature here. It's actually a creature because it's an enchantment, but when you play it, it will create a token 2/1 skeleton with, what's the name? Suspicion. You will suspect it. If you don't control any more skeletons like this with suspect, you can solve the case of the Stashed Skeleton and then pay a black mana and 1 colorless mana on the next turn to get any card from your library that you want. Also, we have the Soulstone Sanctuary that you can pay 4 colorless mana and it will become a creature 3/3 that is all creature types. Now let's talk. I played on the best of 1, however, I'm suggesting here the sideboard if you want to play on the best of 3. Bitter Triumph to deal mainly with Planeswalkers. Another copy of Strategic Betrayal if you want to face a better Reanimator deck. Leyline of the Void for the same reason to deal with Reanimator deck. Another copy of Fitted Swarm to destroy enchantments if necessary, because to destroy other creatures we have other cards here. Nowhere to Run to deal with creatures that has some kind of ward ability or X-proof or something like this. Like that white and blue creature 2/2 with ward 2 that receives flying every time it's modified. We can use this Nowhere to Run here to solve this problem. And another copy of Soulstone Sanctuary, just if you feel that you need to have more creatures, you can remove a Conduit Pylons here and add a Soulstone Sanctuary, and then you will have another creature. So let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, opponent goes first, but we have a great first hand here. Let's begin with Forsaken Miner, so if they want to destroy whatever, we can get it back later. And it also deals 2 damage on their face. Dredger's Insight. Yeah, it's a Bringer of the Last Gift deck. We need to finish this game as soon as possible. Let's play a Timeline Color. 4 damage to the face. Amazing. Then we can go for Corpse of the Lost and deal more 9 damage, maybe. Is that correct? Okay, Swamp, Corpse of the Lost, and here we go. They are down to 8. Take action, of course, and then we play a Corpse of the Lost and a Timeline Color, or the Teeny Bones, the Pickpocket, so they will lose their creature as well. Okay. Town Reader. Great, another Swamp, Corpse of the Lost, a Tiny Bones, and let's attack with everything that we have. Perfect. 2 damage to the face. We can't get anything, whatever. If they get back there with Cavaleiro, I believe that it can be game over. Okay. Maybe we still have a chance here. Bitter Triumph, they discard this one here. Amazing. Shoot the Sheriff is not that great. I believe that we can destroy a target enchantment. This one here. And play a timeline color to deal the final and lethal damage. So 5 more damage to the face, and that's it. One more game, one more victory. The opponent goes first, but we have a very interesting mana curve here. Forsaken Miner on turn 1, Sunset Saboteur on turn 2, and Corpse of the Lost on turn 3. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's play Sunset Saboteur. We deal 2 damage, they are down to 14. And then we can play a Corpse of the Lost. It's gonna be 3, 6, 10 damage on the next turn if they don't keep the blocker. Yeah, now they have a blocker. But okay, we can keep the pressure anyway. No blocks. Let's use the Shoot the Sheriff. Actually, yeah, I will attack. Put a +1/+1 counter here. Shoot the Sheriff. And they are taking 6 damage to the face. 8, yeah, 6. They are down to 8 because they were at 14. Now we can maybe finish the game with Corpse of the Lost on the next turn. Especially if they don't have more blockers. Yeah, now I can't finish the game. But we have a Corpse of the Lost. If we get Tiny Bones, maybe. Yeah. Great. Are we taking 2 damage? Yeah. We are. Let's play the... It's gonna be a 3/2. Yeah. Let's attack with both. Probably they will want to block. No, they don't want. Okay. Perfect. What they are getting? Fire Bending Lesson? I believe that if I use Strategic Betrayal and they destroy my Forsaken Miner, oh, but it will be exiled. No, it will not. Let's play this one here. Forsaken Miner, yeah. We can get it later. Strategic Betrayal here. Let's get the Forsaken Miner. Okay. Auto pay. And let's, yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay. We can begin with a Forsaken Miner, then we go with a Timeline Color. And hopefully we can find a Corpse of the Lost to be played on turn 3. Hello. Good game. Let me see if I have a smile here. No, we don't have a smile. Okay, let's play a Timeline Color. With Haste, they can't block. Perfect, they are down to 16. Sunset Saboteur. Okay, Um, let's play the another sunset. Actually, it's my first sunset saboteur. Let's attack. Thanks. Where's my smile? This one here. Oh, Corpse of the Lost. Nice. We are taking 6 damage. Yeah. Let me see here what we can do now. Have a feed the swarm here. We can play a Sunset Saboteur. We can destroy their creature. I will take 2 damage. We discard here. And we can deal 8 damage. Let's put here. There's no difference. And let's see if we can avoid the defeat this turn. Yeah, I believe that you can't. One more game, one more victory. Okay, I believe that we have a great mana curve. Forsaken Miner. If I get another 2-drop, Skeleton especially, maybe could be even better. Another swamp here. Okay, Tragic Trajectory. Let's destroy this Badgermole Cub. 2 damage to the face. Now they can't play the Ouroboros. That probably they have. 1 damage to the face. Okay. Let's play a Soulstone Sanctuary. Corpse of the Lost. That's gonna be 6 damage to the face. And then we have a Shoot the Sheriff and Tiny Bones. And the other turn, on the next one, we can play the Soulstone Sanctuary as a creature. Okay, Bitter Triumph. Oh, they discarded Urani the Song Unending. Interesting. Let me see what they have here. Badgermole Cub. Let's play the Tiny Bones. Let's attack. And let's steal their Badgermole Cub. And also let's get back our Forsaken Miner. Amazing. And let's Earthband 1 here. Disruptive Stormbrood. Okay, they're destroying my Corpse of the Lost. Too bad. But okay, can destroy their creature and we can finish this game. So, no problem at all. Let's play a Swamp here. Shoot the Sheriff. Then we play the Timeline Color. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, we have a Cecil. Forsaken Miner. Yeah, I believe that we should play the Forsaken Miner. So if they want to destroy it, be my guest, and then I can get it back when I commit a crime. Let's play the Timeline Color now. They are going to destroy or counter my creature. No. Consult the star shards, not that bad. Unless they are looking for a global removal. Maybe a deadly cover up. Okay, now we have a Corpse of the Lost. Amazing. That's gonna be 8 damage, right? It was 16 life. The end. Man, they hate my timeline color. Come on. Okay, Case of the Stashed Skeleton, it works. We can finish the game with this. That's it. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment, I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.